Well guys, welcome to another edition of Palmated Outdoors, our summer series. This is probably going to be one of our last ones. It's the first week of August. I got here with the Alabama Hammer Slammer Blaine. He's helping me out today. We've got 3 plots that we need to get some seed in. We're just going to broadcast or overseed them. We're going to mow a couple spots that are a little bit high as far as some weeds are concerned, and we're also going to top dress these with some fertilizer. I'm taking a bit of a risk. Usually I don't plan until about the first week of September, which actually coincides with our opening weekend of archery season here in Kentucky. But we've had a ton of rain, and when I say a ton of rain, literally 5 to 7 inches, I'd say, over the last 2.5 to 3 weeks here. Last couple days it has just absolutely poured. Pink Cup and I were out here on Saturday and then came back on Sunday to go ahead and move a couple stands, a couple on these entry points into a couple of these plots, and then also had another stand that I felt like I was about 30 yards the wrong way on last year from getting a couple good shot opportunities during the seeking phase of the rut. So we'll have some more stuff on that obviously later. But anyway, today we're out here. Blaine and I are going to get started. We've got some rape, some buckbuster rape, some turnips, and a few different variations of some kale or some cool season type plantings that will really hit their stride in I would say early October. Deer around here seem to like them. It's not an adjustment period for them like I've seen at some other farms that I've owned and also that I've hunted and planted on in the past, where they seem to take it later in the season. These guys don't wait till it frosts, which is a good thing for us from a bow hunting perspective before the rut hits here. But we're going to get started on this. I've got my hopper loaded up with some seed. We're going to overseed this one, come back in here. As you can see, tractor in the background. Going to mow this or bush hog it down to a little bit over ankle high and just trim out some clippings. Lots of clover and chicory in this plot already, so good stand. But the weeds this summer got a little bit out of hand as wet as it's been. So here we go. Here's a little close-up of the OG plot. You can see here plenty of brassicas and a variety of clovers, both white and red. Really doing well in this plot. This is a 3rd-year plot now. We've limed it every year, fertilized. But we've got, as you can see, a lot of broadleafs in here too that I need to get down. I didn't spray, unfortunately, this spring. Typically I would use some clethodim and some arrest or slay. Something to stick to that leaf as well, and the ideal time for this, at least for this area, is to do that as soon as they start emerging. So that was the May time frame when it really starts to heat up around here. So I missed that. You can see a few broadleafs in here. We're going to try to knock these down today, give this thing a clip on the edges, and then we're going to come back in here and overseed just a little bit with some cool season, some rape and turnips and just a mix of a couple things. And we're also going to top dress this with some fertilizer as well. So plenty of moisture in this ground, as I talked about just a bit ago. Lots of rain around here, kind of unseasonably wet for this time of the year. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this, and we'll move on to the next plot here in just a bit. We've had to abruptly interrupt our food plot preparation session here. Alabama Hammer Slammer has clearly found some most recent intel. Blaine, what you got there, buddy?
That was a turkey feather.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. You reckon you ought to peel an arrow back on one of them here pretty soon, a couple weeks?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, we definitely know the plot to be in at this point, right? Mm-hmm. Glad you found that. The OG plot has been mowed, overseeded, fertilized, all that good stuff, and it is ready for action. Now we just need a light rain to help this a little bit further. Alright, made it back to the TV plot. For those of you that aren't aware of the name, how this plot got its name, we actually found like a 1970s old clicker TV, the UHV, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, top dial, bottom dial, sitting, I don't know, 20 yards from where the box blind is now, but it was just sitting randomly in the middle of the road as we went and looked at this place before Pink Cup and I bought it. So anyway, we called it the TV stand. Now that we put a plot in, it's the TV plot. So now you know. We're gonna get out here, do the same thing. This plot, you guys probably heard me talk about it. We planted this back in May, right after the dozer work got done, just right after turkey season, before Pink Cup and I headed off to Wisconsin to chase turkey birds. But you can see a lot of clover coming up here. Travis planted that one, a little inside joke with him, but clearly Travis is not afraid to throw some seed out there. So all these little patches you see, that's Flying A member, boot leather Trav. So anyway, we're going to come out here, same thing. I'm going to knock a few of these weeds down just from, with the bush hog here. But all these little bare spots you see, they've got some clover coming up, but not great yet. And again, first year plots, so I don't have high expectations, but it's going to take a little while for this lime and fertilizer to really take hold. We're going to come in here with some cool season plantings again. Same thing we did with the OG plot, and we're headed over the H plot next. So let's fire down on this one, get this one knocked out, make quick work of it, and on to the next one. We're down here in the H plot. Blaine and I just spread some fertilizer and overseeded in some of the lighter spots. This one, if you remember, I put in March of this year. So freeze thaw of getting that clover down and going back and forth. I put a lot of chicory in this one as well. I wanted to show it to you real quick. This plot's really looking good. That's the reason I'm not tilling anything up to put any cool season stuff. I am going to come back in. I came back in with some turnips and stuff like that. A little bit of rape, just kind of filling in the light spots here. But I'm going to come back in. You can see there's a few weeds in this, so we're going to mow this down just a little bit. I'm not going to top any of the chicory or the clover. It's probably 4 or 5 inches tall, so I'm going to come back behind this, probably set the blade on the mower about, I don't know, 8 or so inches, just knock down a few of these tops and stuff. So anyway, so Blaine and I are about to wrap up here. Sun's starting to set. I'm going to get this topped like I talked about, and we're gonna let this one sit. Really, the whole farm, we're gonna let it sit for the next three and a half weeks or so till season comes in, maybe 4. Always like to let things rest. These bucks still in velvet around here, still running in bachelor groups. This is a great plot. I think we posted some pics on Instagram of some trail cam photos I'd had. So if you haven't checked us out there, again, Palmated Outdoors. I'll put a link in the description here as well for our Instagram account. So anyway, a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. As you guys know, I'm all about saving a few bucks, right? Putting money into equipment versus some of the other things that we can save some money on. So always look for seed in off-season times. Some of the seed that I planted here today, I think I got from Seed World, Buckbuster, Rape, and then I got some of the Antler King brands, just literally for like 50-75% off normal retail price. Because I caught it in January, February, March, right? Nobody's thinking about food plots at that time. Deer season's over with. Not many folks really consider food plots a priority in the spring. So you can find some really good deals. Seed will keep it cool and dry, stored away. And that way you're not, right now is not the time to be buying seed in August, September. If you're looking to save any kind of money, you're going to pay sticker price for it. And it's going to be in high demand right now. So just something to think about as you guys, again, look to invest in some of your own food plots and look to, shave a few dollars off here or there. As you can see, you don't have to have major equipment to do this stuff. In total on this particular farm, our farm here, we've got roughly 4.5 acres of food plots. It's about all I can handle with the equipment I've got, just being transparent with you guys. But anyway, small tractor, you can do it with an ATV. I've got a 5-foot tiller that I use when I need to. In fact, the plot I'm going to plant this weekend, my last plot for the season, down in the bottoms, I'm going to use the tiller for it, and we're going to do some cool season stuff there as well. But Again, you don't have to have heavy equipment or big equipment to be able to do this stuff, and you're just looking for these deer to park it for a few minutes in front of your 20-yard, 30-yard bubble and get that perfect shot, or get that rifle shot come November. So just think about those things as you prepare yourself for this fall and in the future, as you plan out any future purchases you might make on a farm or a lease or whatever it might be. So anyway, I've rambled enough. You guys like, subscribe, comment below. We'll probably post maybe a couple more videos leading up to season, but most likely the next time you're going to see us, we're going to be planted up here. Pink Cup's got a couple of bucks in velvet coming out in here, and I hope they continue that pattern. So with that, everybody have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Alabama Hammer Slammer says he's going to close this out here. I've been putting him hard at work today. So what's the drill, buddy?
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.